Question 1. What should you do when approaching a rough road sign? A. Maintain your current speed. B. Increase your speed to pass the area quickly. C. Slow down and exercise caution. Answer. C. Slow down and exercise caution. When approaching a rough road sign, it is important to slow down and exercise caution to safely navigate potentially hazardous road conditions. Question 2. If you see a lane closed sign ahead, what is the appropriate action to take? A. Continue in your lane until reaching the closure. B. Change lanes safely as soon as possible. C. Increase speed to pass the closed lane quickly. Answer. B. Change lanes safely as soon as possible. When you see a lane closed sign, you should prepare and change lanes safely as soon as possible to avoid last-minute lane changes. Question 3. How should you adjust your driving when you pass a pavement end sign? A. Speed up to minimize the time on rough terrain. B. Maintain your current speed in course. C. Slow down and prepare for a change in road surface. Answer. C. Slow down and prepare for a change in road surface. A pavement ends sign indicates that the road surface will change, often to gravel or dirt, so it's important to slow down and adjust your driving accordingly. Question 4. Under what condition can you make a left turn at a left turn or U-turn only on green sign? A. Anytime, as long as the way is clear. B. Only when the green arrow is illuminated. C. When the traffic light is green, regardless of arrows. Answer. B. Only when the green arrow is illuminated. This sign indicates that left turns or U-turns are only permitted when the green arrow is active, ensuring safe turns with oncoming traffic stopped. Question 5. What does a soft shoulder sign indicate about the road's edge? A. The shoulder is paved and safe for driving. B. The shoulder is uneven or not suitable for driving. C. The shoulder has recently been repaired. Answer. B. The shoulder is uneven or not suitable for driving. A soft shoulder sign warns drivers that the road's edge may not support a vehicle safely or could be hazardous if driven on. Question 6. What should you be cautious of when driving past a school zone sign? A. Higher speed limits during school hours. B. The presence of children and reduced speed limits. C. Increased police presence only. Answer. B. The presence of children and reduced speed limits. When driving past a school zone sign, drivers should be extra cautious of children and adhere to reduced speed limits during specified hours. Question 7. What does a right turn sign indicate? A. Right turn is prohibited. B. Right turn is recommended but not required. C. Right turn is mandatory. Answer. C. Right turn is mandatory. A right turn sign indicates that drivers must make a right turn at the intersection or road ahead. Question 8. How do you handle a tire blowout while driving at high speeds? A. Brake hard and immediately steer towards the roadside. B. Maintain speed and grip the steering wheel firmly until the vehicle slows. C. Gradually release the accelerator and steer straight until you can safely pull over. Answer. C. Gradually release the accelerator and steer straight until you can safely pull over. In the event of a tire blowout at high speeds, it's important to avoid sudden brakes, maintain control, and safely decelerate. Question 9. How should you interpret an amenities available sign while driving? A. It indicates nearby tourist attractions only. B. It signals the end of all services. C. It signifies upcoming services such as food, gas, and lodging. Answer. C. It signifies upcoming services such as food, gas, and lodging. An amenities available sign alerts drivers to upcoming facilities where they can stop for rest, refueling, or other needs. Question 10. What should drivers be aware of when encountering a toll booth ahead sign? A. Prepare for sudden stops and have payment ready. B. Toll booths are optional for local drivers. C. Increase speed to minimize toll booth delays. Answer. A. Prepare for sudden stops and have payment ready. When you see a toll booth ahead sign, it's important to slow down, prepare for potential queues, and have your toll payment ready. Question 11. If you see a yield to uphill traffic sign, who has the right of way? A. The vehicle moving downhill. B. The vehicle moving uphill. C. Both have equal rights of way. Answer. B. The vehicle moving uphill. This sign indicates that in narrow or steep areas, vehicles moving downhill must yield to those moving uphill. Question 12. What is the correct action when a stop ahead sign is visible? A. Slow down and stop if necessary. B. Prepare to make a complete stop at the indicated stop sign. C. Ignore the sign if no other vehicles are present. Answer. B. Prepare to make a complete stop at the indicated stop sign. A stop ahead sign warns drivers that they will need to make a complete stop at an upcoming stop sign. Question 13. How should you respond to a through traffic merge left sign? A. Merge left if you are continuing straight. B. Stay in your lane regardless of direction. C. Only merge left if turning left. Answer. A. Merge left if you are continuing straight. This sign indicates that through traffic should prepare to merge left due to lane changes or obstructions ahead. Question 14. What does a divided highway ends sign warn drivers of? A. An upcoming split in the highway. B. The highway will continue with more lanes. C. The highway will no longer be separated by a median or barrier. Answer. C. The highway will no longer be separated by a median or barrier. This sign indicates that the divided section of the highway is ending, and drivers should prepare for two-way traffic without a physical separation. Question 15. Upon seeing a no passing zone sign, what should you do? A. Continue to pass if you began before seeing the sign. B. Not initiate any new passing maneuvers. C. Only pass slower moving vehicles. Answer. B. Not initiate any new passing maneuvers. A no passing zone sign indicates that it is unsafe to pass and drivers should not attempt to overtake other vehicles in this area. Question 16. What does a slower traffic keep right sign mean? A. All traffic must keep right. B. Vehicles moving slower than the flow of traffic should use the right lane. C. Fast-moving vehicles should use the right lane. Answer. B. Vehicles moving slower than the flow of traffic should use the right lane. This sign instructs drivers moving slower than the general flow of traffic to stay in the right lane to facilitate smoother traffic flow and overtaking on the left. Question 17. When encountering a flooding ahead sign, what is the safest action? A. Attempt to drive through the water quickly. B. Turn around and seek an alternate route. C. Continue at the same speed and watch for floating debris. Answer. B. Turn around and seek an alternate route. When a flooding ahead sign is encountered, it's safest to avoid potential danger by finding an alternate route rather than risking driving through flooded areas. Question 18. If you see a bear crossing sign, what should you be alert for? A. Increased vehicle traffic. B. Pedestrians crossing the road. C. Wildlife entering the roadway. Answer. C. Wildlife entering the roadway. A bear crossing sign indicates that there's a potential for bears or other wildlife to cross the road, requiring drivers to be vigilant and cautious. Question 19. How should you react upon seeing a fallen rock sign on a mountain road? A. Increase your speed to leave the area quickly. B. Ignore the sign unless you see rocks on the road. C. Drive cautiously and watch for debris on the road. Answer. C. Drive cautiously and watch for debris on the road. A fallen rock sign warns of potential hazards from rocks on the roadway, necessitating cautious driving and vigilance. Question 20. What does an icy conditions sign indicate, especially in cold weather? A. The road ahead is closed. B. Speed limits are temporarily increased. C. The road may be slippery and extra caution is needed. Answer. C. The road may be slippery and extra caution is needed. An icy conditions sign warns drivers that roads may be slippery due to ice, especially in cold weather, and advises reduced speeds and increased caution. Question 21. What action should you take when you see a bridge ices before road sign? A. Speed up to minimize time on the bridge. B. Continue at normal speed. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. Answer. C. Slow down and proceed with caution. This sign indicates that bridges may freeze before the rest of the road due to their exposure to air on all sides, making them slippery before other parts of the road in cold weather. Question 22. When a deer crossing sign is visible, what should you be prepared for? A. Deer may suddenly cross the road ahead. B. The road ahead is closed for wildlife protection. C. Deer are only present during hunting season. Answer. A. Deer may suddenly cross the road ahead. This sign warns drivers that deer frequently cross in the area, and they should be alert and ready to stop. Question 23. How should you react to a low clearance sign? A. Ignore the sign if you're driving a car. B. Ensure your vehicle isn't taller than the height limit before proceeding. C. Increase speed to clear the area quickly. Answer. B. Ensure your vehicle isn't taller than the height limit before proceeding. This sign indicates that there is a maximum height limit ahead, such as an overpass or bridge, and vehicles taller than the specified height should not proceed. Question 24. What does a no engine brake sign mean? A. Engine braking is recommended here. B. Engine braking is prohibited due to noise restrictions. C. All vehicles must use their engines to brake. Answer. B. Engine braking is prohibited due to noise restrictions. This sign is typically found in residential areas or zones where the noise from engine braking, especially by large trucks, is considered disruptive. Question 25. Upon encountering a two-way traffic sign after a one-way street or divided highway, you should A. Move to the left lane. B. Be aware that traffic will now be coming from both directions. C. Continue as before since traffic patterns do not change. Answer. B. Be aware that traffic will now be coming from both directions. This sign indicates the end of one-way traffic and the start of two-way traffic flow, requiring drivers to adjust their lane position and watch for oncoming traffic. Question 26. When you see a no U-turn sign, what is prohibited? A. Turning right on red. B. Making a U-turn in the roadway. C. Changing lanes. Answer. B. Making a U-turn in the roadway. This sign specifically prohibits drivers from executing U-turns at that location, often due to visibility or safety concerns. Question 27. What should you do upon approaching a speed bump sign? A. Maintain your current speed. B. Speed up to get over the bump quickly. C. Slow down to safely cross the speed bump. Answer. C. Slow down to safely cross the speed bump. This sign warns of an upcoming speed bump, and reducing speed is necessary to cross it safely and comfortably. Question 28. How does a hidden driveway sign affect your driving? A. You have the right of way at all times. B. Be prepared for vehicles entering or exiting a driveway that is not easily seen. C. It is safe to speed up since the area is rarely used. Answer. B. Be prepared for vehicles entering or exiting a driveway that is not easily seen. This sign warns that there are driveways which may not be immediately visible, so drivers should be cautious and ready to slow down or stop. Question 29. What is indicated by a traffic signal ahead sign? A. There is a stop sign ahead. B. A traffic signal is nearby, but not on the road you're on. C. You will soon approach a traffic signal and should prepare to stop or proceed according to the signal. Answer. C. You will soon approach a traffic signal and should prepare to stop or proceed according to the signal. This sign alerts drivers to an upcoming traffic signal, advising them to be ready to adjust their driving based on the signal status. Question 30. Upon seeing a do not enter sign, what must you do? A. Find an alternate route as entry is prohibited. B. Enter quickly if no vehicles are coming. C. Wait for the sign to be removed. Answer. A. Find an alternate route as entry is prohibited. This sign means that the road ahead is closed to incoming traffic, and drivers must not enter. Question 31. What should you expect upon seeing a dip sign on the road? A. A sharp rise in the road. B. An area of the road that temporarily goes downward then up. C. A section of the road that is painted differently. Answer. B. An area of the road that temporarily goes downward then up. A dip sign warns of a low, often sudden, area in the road that can affect vehicle control, especially at high speeds. Question 32. What is the meaning of a yield sign? A. Stop completely and proceed when safe. B. Give the right of way to other vehicles and pedestrians. C. Accelerate quickly to merge with traffic. Answer. B. Give the right of way to other vehicles and pedestrians. A yield sign requires drivers to slow down or stop if necessary to let others proceed first. Question 33. What does a road narrow sign indicate? A. The road ahead becomes wider. B. There is a narrowing of the road ahead, potentially requiring you to reduce speed and exercise caution. C. The road ends in a dead end. Answer. B. There is a narrowing of the road ahead, potentially requiring you to reduce speed and exercise caution. This sign warns drivers that the road will become narrower, which may affect traffic flow and safety. Question 34. How should you respond to a stop sign ahead sign? A. Ignore the warning if you can see the stop sign. B. Prepare to make a complete stop at the upcoming stop sign. C. Only stop if traffic conditions require it. Answer. B. Prepare to make a complete stop at the upcoming stop sign. This sign serves as a pre-warning so that drivers are ready to stop at an upcoming stop sign, even if it's not immediately visible. Question 35. What action is required at a school crossing sign? A. Speed up to clear the area quickly. B. Watch for children crossing the street and be ready to stop. C. Stop at the sign until it is removed. Answer. B. Watch for children crossing the street and be ready to stop. This sign indicates a crossing area commonly used by children and requires drivers to exercise caution and be prepared to stop for pedestrians. Question 36. When you see a railroad crossing sign, what should you do? A. Continue at your current speed. B. Look and listen for trains and be prepared to stop if necessary. C. Accelerate to cross the tracks quickly. Answer. B. Look and listen for trains and be prepared to stop if necessary. This sign warns of an upcoming railroad crossing, requiring drivers to be alert for approaching trains. Question 37. What does a turn or curve sign indicate? A. The road ahead goes straight. B. There is a sharp turn or curve in the road ahead. Slow down and proceed with caution. C. A U-turn is required. Answer. B. There is a sharp turn or curve in the road ahead. Slow down and proceed with caution. This sign is used to warn of a significant change in the road's direction, necessitating reduced speed and increased attention. Question 38. Upon encountering a stop sign, what is the correct procedure? A. Slow down and proceed if the way is clear. B. Come to a complete stop, then proceed when it's safe. C. Stop only if other vehicles are present. Answer: B. Come to a complete stop, then proceed when it's safe. A stop sign requires a full stop at the marked stop line, crosswalk, or before the intersection, after which you can continue when you have the right of way. Question 39. How should you interpret a speed limit sign? A. It suggests a recommended speed. B. It legally defines the maximum or minimum speed allowed. C. It only applies in adverse weather conditions. Answer: B. It legally defines the maximum or minimum speed allowed. A speed limit sign sets the legal speed limit for a specific stretch of road under normal conditions. Question 40. What is the significance of a crossroad sign? A. It indicates an upcoming T intersection. B. It warns of an intersection ahead where roads cross at or near right angles. C. It signifies that the road will soon end. Answer: B. It warns of an intersection ahead where roads cross at or near right angles. This sign alerts drivers to prepare for potential stops or yield scenarios and to be aware of cross traffic. Question 41. What does a soft shoulder sign indicate? A. The shoulder of the road is stable and safe for driving. B. The shoulder of the road may not support a vehicle. C. Increased speed is recommended to avoid sinking. Answer: B. The shoulder of the road may not support a vehicle. This sign warns drivers that the road shoulder is soft and could be unsafe for vehicles to travel on or stop. Question 42. Upon encountering a divided highway ends sign, you should: A. Be prepared for two-way traffic ahead. B. Expect a divided barrier to begin. C. Continue at the same speed and lane position. Answer: A. Be prepared for two-way traffic ahead. This sign indicates that the road will no longer be divided by a barrier or median, and drivers will encounter oncoming traffic in adjacent lanes. Question 43. When you see a pass with care sign, it means: A. Overtaking is prohibited. B. Overtaking is allowed, but with caution. C. The road ahead is clear for passing without restrictions. Answer: B. Overtaking is allowed, but with caution. This sign advises drivers that passing is permitted but should be done with great care and attention to oncoming traffic. Question 44. What is the purpose of a lane end sign? A. To indicate an additional lane is beginning. B. To warn that a lane is ending and merging is necessary. C. To signal the end of all lanes and the start of a one-lane road. Answer: B. To warn that a lane is ending and merging is necessary. This sign alerts drivers that their lane is coming to an end and they should prepare to safely merge into the adjacent lane. Question 45. How should you react to a keep right sign? A. Move to the left lane. B. Stay in your current lane. C. Keep to the right of the obstruction or divider. Answer: C. Keep to the right of the obstruction or divider. This sign directs traffic to pass an obstacle or divider by staying on its right side. Question 46. What does a no passing zone sign mean? A. Passing is encouraged here for faster traffic flow. B. Passing is not allowed until you see a sign indicating the end of the zone. C. The zone is reserved for passing vehicles only. Answer: B. Passing is not allowed until you see a sign indicating the end of the zone. This sign marks an area where passing other vehicles is prohibited due to safety concerns, such as limited visibility or oncoming traffic lanes. Question 47. When a falling rock sign is encountered, what should you do? A. Increase speed to quickly leave the area. B. Be vigilant for rocks on the road or falling from adjacent areas. C. Ignore the sign if no rocks are visible. Answer: B. Be vigilant for rocks on the road or falling from adjacent areas. This sign warns of potential hazards from rocks falling onto the roadway, requiring drivers to proceed with increased caution. Question 48. How does a school zone sign affect driving behavior? A. Drivers should speed up to clear the zone quickly. B. Drivers must be more cautious and observe lower speed limits during school hours. C. No change in driving behavior is needed. Answer. B. Drivers must be more cautious and observe lower speed limits during school hours. This sign indicates a school zone where reduced speed limits are enforced during certain times to protect children. Question 49. What should you do upon seeing a roundabout ahead sign? A. Prepare to stop and yield to all traffic in the roundabout. B. Continue at your current speed. The sign only applies to trucks. C. Use the sign as a guide to bypass the roundabout. Answer. A. Prepare to stop and yield to all traffic in the roundabout. This sign warns of an upcoming roundabout where drivers must yield to circulating traffic before entering. Question 50. What does a speed hump sign warn you of? A. An area where speed limits are strictly enforced. B. A series of small, sharp turns in the road. C. A raised section of the road designed to slow traffic. Answer. C. A raised section of the road designed to slow traffic. Similar to a speed bump, a speed hump is a traffic calming feature intended to slow down vehicles. Question 51. Upon seeing a do not block intersection sign, you should A. Stop in the intersection if the light is yellow. B. Keep the intersection clear, even if your traffic light is green, to allow cross traffic to pass. C. Ignore the sign if traffic is heavy. Answer. B. Keep the intersection clear, even if your traffic light is green, to allow cross traffic to pass. This sign instructs drivers not to enter an intersection unless they can completely cross without stopping, preventing gridlock. Question 52. When a no bicycles sign is posted, it means A. Bicycles must use the sidewalk. B. Bicycles are not allowed on this road or path. C. Only bicycles are allowed beyond this point. Answer. B. Bicycles are not allowed on this road or path. This sign prohibits bicycles from using the road or path where the sign is posted, typically for safety reasons. Question 53. What is indicated by a no right turn sign? A. Right turns are allowed after stopping. B. Right turns are prohibited. C. The sign only applies during specific times. Answer. B. Right turns are prohibited. This sign explicitly forbids making a right turn at the location where it is posted. Question 54. How should you respond to a pedestrian crossing sign? A. Accelerate to minimize wait time for pedestrians. B. Be alert and yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk. C. Pedestrians have the right of way only at designated times. Answer. B. Be alert and yield to pedestrians in the crosswalk. This sign indicates a designated pedestrian crossing point, and drivers should be prepared to stop and allow pedestrians to cross safely. Question 55. What does a sharp turn sign mean? A. A slight curve is ahead. B. A turn or series of turns is ahead. Slow down and proceed with caution. C. The road ahead becomes a two-way street. Answer. B. A turn or series of turns is ahead. Slow down and proceed with caution. This sign warns of a significant turn in the road, requiring a reduction in speed and increased attention. Question 56. When encountering a yield sign, you should A. Stop completely and proceed when safe. B. Slow down, check for traffic, and proceed without stopping if the way is clear. C. Maintain your speed and expect others to yield to you. Answer. B. Slow down, check for traffic, and proceed without stopping if the way is clear. A yield sign requires drivers to give the right of way to other road users. Stopping is only necessary if traffic conditions require it. Question 57. What is the purpose of a dead-end sign? A. To indicate a road that only allows right turns. B. To warn that the road ahead does not continue and there is no exit. C. To signal an upcoming speed bump. Answer. B. To warn that the road ahead does not continue and there is no exit. This sign alerts drivers that the road they are on will end and there is no through route. Question 58. How should you react to a two-way traffic sign? A. Understand that the road ahead allows traffic in both directions. B. Prepare to turn around as the road is for one-way traffic only. C. The sign indicates a divided highway is beginning. Answer. A. Understand that the road ahead allows traffic in both directions. This sign is typically used where two-way traffic begins or resumes, especially after a section of divided roadway or one-way traffic. Question 59. What does the slippery when wet sign indicate? A. The road is always slippery. B. Extra caution is needed when the road is wet. C. Water on the road is safe to drive through at high speeds. Answer. B. Extra caution is needed when the road is wet. This sign warns that road conditions may become slippery during or after rain, requiring reduced speed and increased following distance. Question 60. Upon encountering a hospital sign, you should A. Increase speed to quickly pass the area. B. Be alert for ambulances and yield to emergency vehicles. C. Note that hospital services are available for car maintenance. Answer. B. Be alert for ambulances and yield to emergency vehicles. This sign indicates the proximity of a hospital, suggesting drivers should be prepared for emergency vehicles entering or exiting. Question 61. What is indicated by a bump sign? A. A smooth section of road ahead. B. A temporary road work area. C. An abrupt rise in the road surface. Answer. C. An abrupt rise in the road surface. This sign warns drivers of a sudden elevation change in the road, such as a speed bump, requiring a reduction in speed to cross safely. Question 62. When you see a do not enter sign, it means A. The road ahead is closed to all traffic. B. Only commercial vehicles are prohibited. C. You are allowed to enter if the road is clear. Answer. A. The road ahead is closed to all traffic. This sign is used to indicate roads or areas where entry is strictly prohibited for all vehicles, typically used for one-way streets or restricted areas. Question 63. How should you respond to a low clearance sign? A. Proceed with caution if driving a vehicle of any height. B. Ensure your vehicle height does not exceed the clearance limit. C. Increase speed to clear the area quickly. Answer. B. Ensure your vehicle height does not exceed the clearance limit. This sign warns of a reduced vertical clearance, such as underpasses or bridges, requiring drivers to verify their vehicle's height is safe to proceed. Question 64. What does a no turn on red sign mean? A. You can turn after stopping if the way is clear. B. Right or left turns on red are prohibited. C. Turns are only allowed when the traffic light is green. Answer. B. Right or left turns on red are prohibited. This sign indicates that drivers must wait for a green signal before making a right or left turn at a traffic light. Question 65. Upon seeing a railroad crossing sign, you should A. Speed up to cross the tracks quickly. B. Be prepared to stop if a train is approaching. C. Ignore the sign if you do not see a train. Answer. B. Be prepared to stop if a train is approaching. This sign warns of a nearby railroad crossing, requiring drivers to slow down, look for trains, and be ready to stop. Question 66. How does a stop ahead sign affect your driving? A. It indicates an immediate stop is required. B. It warns that a stop sign is ahead. Prepare to stop. C. It suggests slowing down but not stopping. Answer. B. It warns that a stop sign is ahead. Prepare to stop. This sign alerts drivers to an upcoming stop sign, allowing them to prepare for a full stop at the intersection. Question 67. When a no parking sign is posted, it means A. Parking is allowed for a limited time. B. Stopping to load or unload is permitted. C. Parking at any time is prohibited in the designated area. Answer: C. Parking at any time is prohibited in the designated area. This sign is used to indicate zones where vehicles are not allowed to park, either for traffic flow or safety reasons. Question 68. What is the significance of a yield ahead sign? A. It indicates that yielding is optional. B. It warns of an upcoming yield sign or situation requiring yield. C. It suggests that all other vehicles will yield to you. Answer: B. It warns of an upcoming yield sign or situation requiring yield. This sign prepares drivers to slow down and be ready to yield to other traffic or pedestrians. Question 69. How should you interpret a school crossing sign? A. Children are crossing the street at any time. B. Be extra cautious for children crossing the road. C. School crossing guards will stop traffic for you. Answer: B. Be extra cautious for children crossing the road. This sign indicates an area where school children may be crossing the road, requiring drivers to slow down and be prepared to stop. Question 70. What does a winding road sign indicate? A. The road ahead is straight and wide. B. A series of turns or curves is ahead. C. Increased speed is recommended for stability. Answer: B. A series of turns or curves is ahead. This sign alerts drivers to a stretch of road with multiple bends, advising a reduction in speed and increased caution. Question 71. Upon encountering a merging traffic sign, you should A. Maintain your speed and direction. B. Prepare for vehicles entering from the side. C. Stop and wait for merging traffic. Answer: B. Prepare for vehicles entering from the side. This sign warns that traffic will be entering the roadway from another route, necessitating vigilance and possibly adjusting speed or position to accommodate merging vehicles. Question 72. What is the purpose of a no U-turn sign? A. U-turns are permitted only during daylight hours. B. It prohibits making a U-turn at the location. C. It indicates a U-turn lane. Answer: B. It prohibits making a U-turn at the location. This sign explicitly forbids drivers from executing a U-turn, usually for safety reasons or traffic flow concerns. Question 73. When you see a truck crossing sign, what should you do? A. Be alert for trucks entering or crossing the road. B. Note that trucks have the right of way. C. Understand that only trucks are allowed beyond this point. Answer: A. Be alert for trucks entering or crossing the road. This sign is used in areas where heavy vehicles frequently enter or cross the roadway, warning drivers to proceed with caution. Question 74. How should you respond to a no pedestrian sign? A. Pedestrians are advised to use caution. B. Pedestrian traffic is not permitted in the area. C. It indicates a pedestrian-only zone. Answer: B. Pedestrian traffic is not permitted in the area. This sign is used to indicate zones where pedestrian access is restricted for safety or other reasons. Question 75. What does a one-way sign mean? A. Traffic is allowed in one direction only. B. All lanes are merging into one. C. The road is closing ahead. Answer: A. Traffic is allowed in one direction only. This sign is used to indicate streets or lanes where traffic must move in only one specified direction. Question 76. Upon seeing a children at play sign, you should A. Increase your speed to leave the area quickly. B. Be especially alert and slow down. C. Expect reduced speed limits at all times. Answer: B. Be especially alert and slow down. This sign is often placed in residential areas or near parks to warn drivers of the potential presence of children playing near the street, requiring increased vigilance and slower speeds. Question 77. What is indicated by a divided highway end sign? A. A divided highway is starting. B. The road will no longer have a median separation. C. More lanes are added to the highway. Answer: B. The road will no longer have a median separation. This sign warns drivers that the divided section of the highway is coming to an end, and the road will soon carry two-way traffic without a central barrier. Question 78. How does a shared lane sign affect cyclists and drivers? A. It indicates a lane dedicated to cyclists only. B. Drivers and cyclists may use the lane equally. C. Cyclists should yield to vehicles in this lane. Answer: B. Drivers and cyclists may use the lane equally. This sign is used to remind drivers that cyclists are allowed to use the full lane when necessary for safety, and both should share the road respectfully. Question 79. What is the purpose of a turn or lane use sign? A. To indicate lanes designated for specific movements. B. To warn of a lane ending ahead. C. To suggest optional lane changes for faster travel. Answer: A. To indicate lanes designated for specific movements. This sign guides drivers on which lanes to use for turning or continuing straight, helping manage traffic flow and reduce confusion. Question 80. When encountering a fire station sign, you should: A. Speed up to minimize disruption. B. Be prepared to yield to emergency vehicles. C. Note that water refill stations are available. Answer: B. Be prepared to yield to emergency vehicles. This sign indicates the proximity of a fire station, alerting drivers to the potential for emergency vehicles entering or exiting and the need to yield accordingly. Question 81. How should you react to a soft shoulder sign? A. Increase speed to avoid sinking. B. Be cautious of the shoulder's instability if pulling over. C. Use the shoulder as a regular lane. Answer: B. Be cautious of the shoulder's instability if pulling over. This sign warns that the road shoulder is not paved or is softer than the main roadway, which could be hazardous if driven on or used for stopping. Question 82. What does a slippery when wet sign indicate? A. The road's grip improves when wet. B. Extra caution and reduced speed are advised in wet conditions. C. Water enhances visibility on the road surface. Answer: B. Extra caution and reduced speed are advised in wet conditions. This sign alerts drivers that road surfaces may become slick and potentially hazardous when wet, suggesting a need for reduced speed and increased following distances. Question 83. Upon seeing a lane end sign, you should: A. Speed up to merge quickly. B. Prepare to merge into the continuing lane safely. C. Stop and wait for a clear lane. Answer: B. Prepare to merge into the continuing lane safely. This sign indicates that a lane is ending ahead, and drivers should be ready to merge left or right into the continuing lane with caution and awareness of surrounding traffic. Question 84. What is the purpose of a two-way traffic sign? A. To indicate traffic flows in two directions on the road ahead. B. To warn of an upcoming one-way street. C. To suggest that all lanes are merging into one. Answer: A. To indicate traffic flows in two directions on the road ahead. This sign alerts drivers that the road ahead carries traffic in both directions, often used after a one-way street or in areas where the road narrows. Question 85. How should you interpret a no bicycle sign? A. Bicycles must use a designated lane. B. Bicycle traffic is prohibited on the roadway or path. C. Bicycles have priority over vehicles. Answer: B. Bicycle traffic is prohibited on the roadway or path. This sign is used to indicate areas or roads where bicycle use is not allowed for safety or regulatory reasons. Question 86. What does a keep right sign instruct drivers to do? A. Pass slower traffic on the right. B. Stay to the right of a divider or obstruction. C. Always drive in the rightmost lane. Answer. B. Stay to the right of a divider or obstruction. This sign is used in areas where the road is divided by a barrier or an obstruction, indicating that drivers should keep to the right side of the feature. Question 87. Upon seeing a stop sign ahead sign, you should A. Prepare to make a complete stop at the upcoming stop sign. B. Ignore it if you are familiar with the area. C. Only stop if traffic is present. Answer. A. Prepare to make a complete stop at the upcoming stop sign. This sign serves as a pre-warning that there is a stop sign ahead, allowing drivers to begin slowing down and preparing for a full stop at the intersection. Question 88. What is indicated by a pedestrian crossing sign? A. An area where vehicles have the right of way. B. A designated crossing area for pedestrians. C. Pedestrians are not allowed to cross. Answer. B. A designated crossing area for pedestrians. This sign marks locations where pedestrians are likely to cross the road, reminding drivers to yield and watch for foot traffic. Question 89. How should you react to a hidden driveway sign? A. Ignore it unless you are turning. B. Be alert for vehicles entering or exiting driveways that are not easily seen. C. Increase speed to pass the area quickly. Answer. B. Be alert for vehicles entering or exiting driveways that are not easily seen. This sign warns of driveways that may be difficult to see because of curves, hills, or vegetation, indicating the need for increased caution. Question 90. What does a deer crossing sign warn you of? A. A zoo nearby. B. Areas where deer are commonly seen and may cross the road. C. Hunting areas. Answer. B. Areas where deer are commonly seen and may cross the road. This sign is used in areas known for high deer activity, alerting drivers to the potential for deer to enter the roadway, which could lead to collisions. Question 91. Upon encountering a T-junction sign, you should A. Be aware the road you are on ends and you must turn left or right. B. Expect a traffic signal ahead. C. Continue straight without yielding. Answer. A. Be aware the road you are on ends and you must turn left or right. This sign indicates that the road ends ahead in a T intersection, requiring drivers to prepare to make a left or right turn. Question 92. What is the significance of a maximum height sign? A. Indicates the tallest vehicle allowed on the road. B. Suggests the ideal vehicle height for fuel efficiency. C. Marks the height of an upcoming bridge or tunnel. Answer. C. Marks the height of an upcoming bridge or tunnel. This sign specifies the maximum height clearance of an overpass, tunnel, or other structure, warning drivers of tall vehicles to proceed with caution or take an alternate route. Question 93. How does a road narrow sign affect your driving? A. It suggests the road widens ahead. B. Indicates that the road ahead becomes narrower. C. Advises drivers to increase speed. Answer. B. Indicates that the road ahead becomes narrower. This sign warns drivers that the available width of the roadway will decrease, necessitating reduced speed and increased caution. Question 94. When you see a divided highway start sign, it means A. The road will split into two one-way sections. B. A median will separate opposing lanes of traffic. C. The highway ends shortly. Answer. B. A median will separate opposing lanes of traffic. This sign indicates the beginning of a divided section of the highway, where traffic flows in opposite directions are separated by a physical barrier or median. Question 95. What does a no passing zone sign indicate? A. Overtaking and passing is permitted. B. Passing is not allowed until the sign indicates it is safe. C. All vehicles must stay in the left lane. Answer. B. Passing is not allowed until the sign indicates it is safe. This sign is placed in areas where visibility or road conditions make passing unsafe, prohibiting drivers from overtaking vehicles in front of them. Question 96. Upon seeing a crossroad sign, you should A. Prepare for an intersection ahead. B. Note that the road will curve ahead. C. Understand that a railway crossing is near. Answer. A. Prepare for an intersection ahead. This sign warns of an upcoming intersection where roads cross at approximately right angles, advising drivers to be cautious and prepared to stop or yield as necessary. Question 97. How should you interpret a school zone sign? A. Speed limits are increased during school hours. B. A school is nearby. Drive with extra caution and observe lower speed limits. C. Parking is not allowed during school hours. Answer. B. A school is nearby. Drive with extra caution and observe lower speed limits. This sign is used to indicate areas where schools are located, requiring drivers to reduce speed and exercise increased vigilance due to the presence of children. Question 98. What is the purpose of a yield ahead sign? A. To indicate that drivers must stop ahead. B. To warn of an upcoming yield sign where drivers must prepare to give way. C. To suggest that all other traffic must yield. Answer. B. To warn of an upcoming yield sign where drivers must prepare to give way. This sign serves as a pre-warning that a yield sign is ahead, advising drivers to be ready to slow down or stop in order to yield to other vehicles or pedestrians. Question 99. Upon encountering a do not enter sign, you should A. Proceed if the way is clear. B. Turn around or choose a different route as entry is prohibited. C. Enter slowly to assess the situation. Answer. B. Turn around or choose a different route as entry is prohibited. This sign is used to indicate roads or areas where vehicles are not allowed to enter, often for reasons of safety or direction of traffic flow. Question 100. What does a no turn on red sign mean? A. Turning on red is allowed after stopping. B. You must wait for the green signal before turning. C. Only left turns on red are prohibited. Answer. B. You must wait for the green signal before turning. This sign indicates that turning on a red light is not permitted at the intersection, and drivers must wait for a green signal before making the turn. Question 101. How should a speed limit sign affect your driving? A. It suggests a recommended speed for fuel efficiency. B. It legally defines the maximum or minimum speed allowed on that stretch of road. C. It is merely a suggestion and can be ignored. Answer. B. It legally defines the maximum or minimum speed allowed on that stretch of road. A speed limit sign specifies the legal speed limits set for a particular area or road, which drivers are required to follow to ensure safety and compliance with traffic laws.